what's going on? My name is Stacy and it's my channel, Hands in the Dirt. And today we're going to pick some Portuguese kale and we're going to make a dish called Portuguese kale soup. We had some damaging winds and whatnot to come in here last night and really did a little bit of damage to my garden, but hopefully if we get a little bit of warm weather and some sunshine, it'll be all right. So let's get into it. As you can see, all of my stuff is blown over, but this is the Portuguese kale. See those leaves? We're gonna get some of this. Though the wind is whipped it, it's all right. Gonna get some of these leaves, make some Portuguese kale soup. And it doesn't have to be Portuguese kale. It could be any kale. I got a little bit of dino kale right here. Got a little bit of dino kale, throw that in there. And Siberian kale, a lot of this stuff got broken and beat. So, before it dies off, we'll get some of this Siberian kale. Shouldn't cut that one to the side. Alright, Siberian kale. Add that to the pile. First, I'll take some garlic cloves, chop those up, and add them to the pot. And in the pot, I'll have a little bit of olive oil at the bottom. I'll just go ahead and put the chopped garlic in to get it going, release those oils and all the good flavors that garlic has. Okay, so this recipe normally calls for a Portuguese sausage called linguica, but we'll be using a Cajun andouille sausage today. You can use any sausage that you prefer. And I'll be using this one today. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is cut this sausage up. So I'll be adding the sausage. This is a lot of sausage. Let this sausage cook down. And while that sausage is cooking down, I'm going to cube up some of my potatoes. So I got all the potatoes cut up. All right, let's check on this meat over here. I'm gonna take this sausage and the heat down. All right, so now, right here is where you can add water, but I'm going to use chicken broth. Get a little bit more flavor with the chicken broth than just straight water. You could always add bouillons or anything like that to your order. And from here, we're going to add our potatoes. Got my potatoes in there. Bring that to a boil till they get nice and tender. We're also gonna add some green onions. Not really an onion eater. I don't like them, but I will add green onions to dishes sometimes. All right. We have some Portuguese kale. I have some Siberian kale in here. And we're just gonna cut this up like really fine. All right, so I'm gonna turn my heat down. I checked a couple of my potatoes, and what I'm gonna do now that I know that they're soft enough to mash, I'm gonna start breaking some of them up. Now, how you do this, it's up to you. If you want to break them up like really, really fine, you can use that immersible blender. I'm gonna mash mine up, but I still want some chunks in it. Let me pull some up, see what it looks like. That. That's fine right there. Do a little bit more mashing. All right. Now, turn the heat back up. I'm going to add the sausage back in. Get all those juices, all those little bits. And once I bring it back up to a boil, about like it is, Yeah, good flavor. But I haven't seasoned it yet, so. Know it's gonna need some salt. All those potatoes, so I'm not gonna put too much. That. We'll put some cracked pepper. A little bit of that slap your mama. Not too much. I love this Everglades seasoning. A little bit of that. And we're going to start to add our kale. All right, there we go right there, y'all. This is my version of Portuguese kale soup. Like I said, we used a Cajun andouille sausage. Instead of the linguica sausage, I use Portuguese kale, I use Siberian kale. I even had a little bit of dino kale all mixed in. You can use collard greens, and I've even seen it made with cabbage. Now that all the ingredients have cooked down and marinated, here we are, Caldo Verde, Portuguese kale. All right, there we go, y'all. This is States from Hands in the Dirt. If you like my content, like and subscribe. Remember, if you have some seeds, put them in the dirt.